Hi, welcome back to Valley News Live. We're taking a look up in Grand Forks, where the wind is blowing pretty strong up there, and they have a bit of a cloud cover as well. And the owl here has enjoyed the nice cold weather, all bundled up, and that snow added to even more of that wintry feel. Yesterday, we saw quite a bit of snow for folks in North Dakota. Minnesota largely missed out, but they still saw some snow, like Sabin seeing just over 3 inches, as well as Castleton, Sisseton just under that 4-inch mark, as Jamestown and Montpelier both had about 4 inches, and all the way up in Devil's Lake saw almost 6 inches, 5.5 inches of snow for folks up there. Now, taking a look at our current conditions here in Fargo, we're seeing those temperatures right above 0 degrees. That feels nice to say. 1 degree, and those winds, not all that strong, about 13 miles an hour out of the south, is making it feel a bit colder. Negative 17 degrees is that wind chill, and 0 over in Moorhead. And that satellite and radar showing those clouds move across the screen. We're seeing some partly cloudy skies for most here in the valley, and things are quiet here, and things are pretty quiet across the country. We have some rain up in the Pacific Northwest and some snow moving off into the east, as far south as Alabama, even into Birmingham, where folks there are seeing a bit flurries along that I-20 corridor. Now, closer to home, those winds are, like I said, they're not all that strong, nothing we're not used to, about 15 to 20 miles an hour, and we have some gusts up in Baudette reach over that 20 mile an hour mark. Farther south, things are a little bit calmer for those winds. Now, temperatures are showing most folks above that 0 degree mark across the area. Oaks at -2, our cold spot right now, and Thief River Falls at -1 as well, though Bemidji right next door sitting at 12 degrees, our warm spot for this afternoon. Now, those wind chills still below 0 for most folks. Bemidji was above 0 for a little bit this afternoon, but they've dipped back down below 0. And out west, we're seeing Oaks at -24 and Jamestown at -16. Looking through this evening, we'll see those temperatures continue to warm up as that wind brings some nice warm air into our area, and those winds are a bit stronger out west near Bismarck, and we're actually going to see another round of snow tonight, primarily for folks north of that that Highway 2 corridor, and we could see some freezing rain and mixed precipitation embedded within that snow, as temperatures are going to be hovering right around that freezing mark, particularly higher up in the atmosphere. That's why things are a bit more liquid. As it falls, it'll freeze again. Now, by morning, that snow should be mostly out of our hair, and we could see some flurries for folks up near Lake of the Woods County, but those winds will pick up tomorrow, again out of the south, seeing some warmer temperatures tomorrow as well. So a nice warm up is in the picture, and look at those yellow arrows. Those are wind speeds of about 30 to 40 miles per hour even. Now, as we move toward lunchtime, we're going to see some fog start to form out west. That's what those black or dark gray colors are, and that will reduce some visibility. And as we move into the evening, we could see some more flurries move on in the north, and those wind chills no longer that much of an issue. Still a bit colder, but not like we saw earlier last week. And that mixed precip is going to move its way across the international border for much of the evening. Now, tomorrow morning, we'll start the day in the teens, some 20s out west, and we'll warm up to above freezing for some people, which is again, nice to say. And the sunrise out in Wyoming from Allen, nice picture there. And this next week, much warmer, but it is the beginning of a more active pattern where we could see some repeated shots of snow for much of the week, even into the new year. We could see some snow.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, having we had a white Christmas, a white New Year's might not be the worst idea, just as maybe a quarter of an inch. Just getting just a tiny
dusting,
bit. Yeah, just a dusting.
Yep.
Well, Jim, take a look at this, though. A dusting was not happening in Buffalo. Buffalo Bills players, look at this vehicle right here. They returned to Buffalo on Christmas to find their vehicles buried in deep snow and actually, Jim, I think that might be an understatement right
For
there.
sure.
A snowstorm shut down the Buffalo International Airport, so the team had to fly into Rochester, New York on Christmas Day, and then they were bussed back to their vehicles in Buffalo later that day. Now, nearly 4 feet of snowfall was reported in that area. But you know what? I think the Bills have already clinched the division. So, you know, when you am able to clinch a playoff spot, shoveling some snow, it's a fair trade-off.
Yeah, you can count that as the workout.
Exactly, you definitely can.